Hi, welcome back to Positively You. I just want to talk about Gavin Newsom. Bye bye, Gavin. End of the month, you're gone. You're gone. So, okay, let's talk about Gavin Newsom and the recall. Recall. Okay, people, we have over 2 million signed petitions. Yes, we do. 2,060,000 signatures against California Gavin Newsom, Governor Gavin Newsom. So this article says unaffordable housing, record homelessness, rising crime, failing schools, independent contractors thrown out of work, exploding pension debt, and now a lockdown population while prisons are empty. It says hold Gavin Newsom accountable. He must go. I agree. He has not helped us much with the fires that have happened this last summer. Even Trump, when he was here last, had a meeting with all the California people, including Gavin Newsom, and he said we're not handling our forestry right. And I agree. You could see this as far up, going up into Oregon. They just don't take the deadfalls out, the brush. They're planting the trees too close together. It's terrible. And then everything just catches. So I'm wondering, was that a natural event, or could it be man-made? I guess time will tell. Anyways, so one really promising guy that I think would be a front runner for Gavin's job, Freedom First Network says, Major Williams is running for governor to bring major change to California. That sounds great. I know that this guy, based on what I've been looking at, he is a pro-life candidate. He's pro-wall. He's citing his support for President Trump. He has shared his positions on lowering taxes, legal immigration, income inequality, certain anarchy, anti-socialist groups, COVID pandemic that we're in. So this guy might be a really fresh change. I know we've had several governors here in the past. One of them that I really liked was Reagan, who turned out to be a heck of a great president. And we've had Jerry Brown a couple of times. We've had Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't think he did that great of a job myself. George, Duke of Macon, Pete Wilson, Gray Davis. And that is just all starting from 1967 until current times. So one thing that has happened and gotten worse over a period of time for California is our homeless. So our population of homeless has really gone up. We are the third highest homeless population in the United States. Yep, just over 71% of the homeless California population is living unsheltered, the survey found. They have these tent cities everywhere. I've seen them. I've seen them on the side of the freeway, down in the overbank of the freeway where it runs down into the runoff. I've seen them in the middle of two freeways running like this with the ground in the middle, and they just find bushes and stuff and they habitat under the bushes. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. And this is vets. These are families with kids. These are people who lost their housing over this whole last year and everything that's happened. A lot of it's not even their fault. It just, the cards were stacked against them. And now they're living in these homeless shelters and out of the street. And they say a lot of people who are homeless prefer to be in a tent out on the street than in the shelters. And I'm going to look into that a little bit more. But from what I hear, especially we have mental cases out there, mental illness, we have drug abuse, alcoholism, um, crime. There's nothing good that's happening out here in these homeless camps, and they're, like I said, they're everywhere. Um, but I'm hearing that there's some abuse that takes place in these homeless shelters, and there's violence and stuff, and that's why a lot of people don't want to stay in these shelters. So I think that's something that we have to take a look at. Overall, California has 128,777 homeless individuals that are not in families with children, while the homeless population in families with children is 22,501. Wow, that's a lot of people. And I think we could be doing a whole lot better than that. One gentleman who is running for Gavin's job per the SF Gate here, John Cox, says he wants to run for governor again. He was governor, I believe it's San Diego. And they're saying, which is likely bad news for California Republicans. This guy has quite a background, and I think that's what we need to learn is, and what POTUS is trying to teach us, is to look into the background of these people and what are their policies, what's their history, what have they done that's good, what have they done that's bad, we need to be more proactive that way. But this gentleman, I guess he's a businessman, and Newsom's endorsing him. He's like all happy about this guy. He's a Republican, but I have a feeling he's more of a rhino than a real Republican. He was saying he's pretty green. He's into a lot of green stuff. Another guy that's running that is interesting is this Falconer gentleman. Falconer has a lot happening. Let me just show you this. Kevin Falconer. So I saw that people are saying he's wrong for California. His climate action, which requires the city to cut its greenhouse gas emissions in half by 2035. Sounds familiar. He also likes AOC and Bernie. And Donald Trump Jr. does not care for this guy very much. He says that this guy's not really a loyal guy, and probably says all the things you want to hear, but in reality would not really follow through. Excuse me. Trump's eldest son said that, put in a tweet here, I think it's safe to say if he won't say that he wants it, that he likely doesn't deserve it. He's talking about Trump's endorsement. And Jack Prosobiec, if I say that right, he says that, so he's a loser then. He's not really sure he wants Trump's endorsement. That's interesting. The Trump family has been increasingly focused on purging the GOP of disloyal people and people that aren't good for the states and for the United States in general. And this guy doesn't seem to have a really good backing from the Trump family, so he might warrant a little bit more looking into. Anywho, I'm going to look into a few more of these things, and I'll get back to you on that later. Make sure you hit the subscribe and the reminder bell. And if you have a topic that you'd like me to cover, or some news article that maybe needs some looking into, please leave a comment below, and I'll check it out. God bless you. Have a nice weekend. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.